Stop scrolling. Stop listening to the same tired advice that leaves you powerless. Because what I'm about to reveal isn't something you have ever heard before. It's not a tip. It's not a trick. It's a single truth that will change the way you deal with people forever. I'm talking about a force so powerful that it can silence anyone who tries to control you, manipulate you, or belittle you. You know the type, the ones who drain your energy, twist your words, and make you question your own reality. They thrive on chaos, they feed on your reaction, and until now, you've been unknowingly giving them exactly what they need to dominate you. But what if I told you that in the next few minutes, you would discover the one sentence, just one sentence, that stops a narcissist dead in their tracks? That shifts the entire dynamic. That instantly makes them realize they cannot control you, no matter how hard they try. And it's not about shouting louder, or proving them wrong, or fighting back in anger. It's about reclaiming something far more valuable than their approval. It's about claiming your energy, your boundaries, your life. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to silence manipulation, stop people from draining you, and hold power in a way that leaves them speechless. You'll discover how to walk into a room and instantly shift the energy, how to respond in a way they've never seen before, and how to make it impossible for them to touch you. If you think you're ready to stop being controlled, stop being used, and finally take charge of your life, then don't blink. Don't scroll. Stay with me. Because once you hear this, there's no turning back, and nothing and no one will ever intimidate you the same way again. Most people don't realize it, but narcissists are not opponents you defeat with logic or reason. They are predators who feed on reactions. They thrive when you argue, when you defend yourself, when you show anger or frustration. Every time you try to explain your side, every time you attempt to justify your feelings, you are handing them the fuel they need to dominate you. They are not interested in truth. They are not interested in fairness. They are only interested in control. And control, for them, is measured by how much power they can extract from your reaction. Think about the last time someone tried to manipulate you, to twist your words, or to make you feel small. How did it feel? Probably exhausting. Maybe it left you questioning yourself, wondering if you overreacted, wondering if you were the problem. That's exactly the point. Narcissists are masters of creating self-doubt, confusion, and fear. They know that if they can keep you off balance, if they can provoke you into a fight that is never really yours to win, they hold the upper hand. They don't even need to win the argument. They only need to keep you reacting. And here's the truth that most people never see. Reactions are like a spotlight for a narcissist. The louder you are, the angrier you get, the more desperate your defense, the brighter that spotlight shines. Every gasp, every word, every gesture you give in fear, frustration, or anger is a signal to them that their manipulation is working. They are counting every moment. They are studying every nuance. They are measuring how far they can push before you break. And when they push too far, you crumble. Not because you are weak, but because they have trained you subtly and deliberately to hand over your power without even realizing it. So what is the solution? The answer is deceptively simple, yet profoundly difficult to master. Stop reacting. Stop giving them the energy they crave. Stop stepping into their games. Narcissists cannot function without your response. Without it, they are powerless. Without it, their carefully constructed world of control and intimidation collapses. Silence is your weapon. Composure is your shield. Indifference is your advantage. When you learn to remain calm, to observe without engaging, to acknowledge without reacting, you take back control, not with aggression, but with mastery of your own state of mind. This doesn't mean pretending to be weak. It doesn't mean ignoring abuse or harm. It means understanding the rules of the game they play and refusing to play by them. It means recognizing that you do not need to justify your existence to someone who only seeks to dominate. It means stepping out of the cycle of reaction. because reaction is what gives them life, and absence of reaction is what kills their power. And here's the deeper, almost shocking reality. Narcissists often panic when you stop reacting. The person they expected to crumble, to fight, to beg, to argue, suddenly refuses to play. They see calm where they expected chaos, detachment where they expected panic, confidence where they expected fear, and that unexpected presence, that refusal to engage, destabilizes them. The predator becomes unsure of their own position. Their control evaporates. Their power diminishes, not because you humiliated them, but because you reclaimed yourself. It is a lesson in the philosophy of power. Control is never taken by brute force. True control is always preserved by self-mastery. If you allow your emotions, your ego, your impulses to be dictated by someone else, you are giving away the most valuable thing you possess, your autonomy. But when you claim your inner stability, when you refuse to react to manipulation, when you rise above the drama they attempt to manufacture, you assert a power they cannot touch. So the next time a narcissist tries to provoke you, remember this. They are counting on your reaction. They are counting on your fear. They are counting on your fear. They are counting on your confusion. Don't give it to them. Hold your composure. Protect your energy. Watch their tactics unfold without letting them touch your center. And in doing so, you will discover something extraordinary. The more they try to control, the less power they truly have. Because here is the truth that will change everything. You are only ever as powerless as you allow yourself to be. And the moment you refuse to react, the moment you reclaim your calm, the moment you choose your own energy over their chaos, you are no longer a victim. You are untouchable. There is one thing most people fail to understand about narcissists. They are not just manipulative, they are predictable. Their patterns, their games, their hunger for control all follow a formula. And once you understand that formula, you discover something extraordinary. There is a single precise way to neutralize them. One sentence, just one sentence, that has the power to silence their chaos instantly. Not because it shouts louder or hits harder, but because it demonstrates a truth they cannot deny, a boundary they cannot cross, and a power they cannot manipulate. Most people spend their lives trying to argue with narcissists, trying to prove themselves right, trying to justify every thought, every feeling, every action. They beg for respect that will never come. They demand fairness that will never be offered. They pour energy into battles that are never theirs to win. And all the while, the narcissist watches, studies, and smiles. Every word, every gesture, every defensive posture you take is a victory for them. They do not need to prove themselves. They only need to keep you reacting. But the ultimate sentence is different. T. It is not about reaction. It is not about proving them wrong. It is about establishing authority over your own space, over your own mind, over your own energy. It is about saying in the most concise, unshakable way, this is my boundary, this is my truth, and you have no power here. The sentence itself carries weight not because it is clever, but because it is clever, but because it embodies clarity, decisiveness, and unyielding confidence. It cuts through the noise, the manipulation, the gaslighting, and leaves the narcissist staring into a wall they cannot break. Think about it for a moment. A narcissist thrives on ambiguity. They survive on uncertainty, on hesitation, on the endless gray areas where they can twist reality and exploit doubt. They are terrified of certainty, of clarity, of conviction, and that is exactly what this sentence delivers. It is simple, direct, and uncompromising. It signals that you are no longer a participant in their game, that their words no longer have the power to destabilize you, and that your boundaries are absolute. In that instant, the predator becomes the observer. The manipulator becomes the silenced. What makes this even more powerful is that it does not escalate conflict. You are not responding with anger. You are not retaliating with insult. You are not trying to teach them a lesson. You are simply stating your reality in a way that cannot be disputed, twisted, or corrupted. That is the brilliance of it. Narcissists are used to chaos, to drama, to reactions that they can twist and use. When they encounter calm authority, when they meet decisive clarity, they are caught off guard. They stumble for words, they search for control, and find none. They are left speechless, not because you overwhelmed them, but because you simply exist beyond their reach. And here's the most profound insight. The sentence is not just a tool against them. It is a declara, Shin